Brought to you by State Farm. For auto, home, life, and banking, get to a better state.
My name is Carlos Ramirez, and I'm part of the collaborative called the Date Farmers. And the name comes from way back because I think we both had stories that go back and are tied to date farming and just the farming community itself.
I'm here today supporting the familia here. When I say familia, the date farmers. We all grew up in the same environment.
Like over 12 years ago, we grew up in Coachella.
Coachella's in Indio. Coachella is like a little, southeast of there, and it's predominantly Mexican, first generation. My family's from Mexico, came there. A lot of agriculture. A lot of, working, picking grapes or picking dates. So when people hear date farmer, know that it's related to that, sort of that immigrant struggle. It's very deeply rooted in that.
And there was really no art, so when we met, we kind of had the similar type of art, so we started reinforcing it, like sharing it with each other and kind of just vibing off each other. So that's how we got into art, and then we just started coming out to Los Angeles and like doing art shows and stuff. It's always really hard to describe the art, like we always get asked to describe it, and I think that's ultimately up to the viewer, like you, when you look at it, like I can't really tell you what to think, but if I had to describe it, I would like to describe it as a truth,
Their interpretation of that struggle, you can see it in their work,
We were talking about how it looked like a ghetto king, but I think he's just kind of fighting against corruption, maybe. Like, I don't know, the serpent to us represents corruption. It's just a snake, but, for some reason people think it's evil because it doesn't have arms and stuff. To be able to say something through art, it's like, it takes on a whole new meaning. I think a lot of the imagery, it uses and borrows a lot of like everyday iconography and stuff, but I think it's more the stories of everyday life. Like we pick things up off the street and we give it new value. And to pick something off the street and be able to give it new value is like, that's kind of like, that's a trippy thing to be able to do,
To see the progress they've made, really laying a foundation in street art and art that really delves into like cultural roots the way they have. It's just great to see where they're at now and just the possibility of where they're going. So, a project like La Gráfica that's celebrating, Latino artists, and it's cool to come out and support,
I want to tell them, don't ever give up, and you decide on your own. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. You do what you want to do, how you want to do it, as much as you want to do it, and believe that it's going to take you somewhere, and it will, They say when you do what you love, the universe conspires with you. So that's what I would say to them, like, don't stop.